Kia ora mai whānau, tēnā koutou katoa. First of all, I want to say a big, huge, happy Mother's Day to all our mothers in noa mai Wahine. Kua te pakeke. No matter how old, it's Mother's Day, so a huge, happy Mother's Day from us up in this part of the Wahine. Be safe, be well, and have a great day. Kia ora, and I want to comment on some of our wahine that were the mana wahine on the marae around Mahia, marae being a plural, of course, I mean all of them. Of course, we will start at Tuahuru. Of course, we had our kuias there, Nani Ahenata Hook, Ni Rimutiriu, and of course we had Auntie Mariah Cracknell. And we come further, we come this way further, and of course in the latter days it was Sophie Cracknell, and of course Kathy Cracknell, kia ora koutou, and then we come along further, we come right around to the Mahia to Whangawi, and we've got Auntie Rangi Greening, and of course Shirley Tengaio was there too, and of course as we come along further, Molly Campbell, my mum, then further along, of course, well, we had Auntie Joyce Orman, and then up the hill Auntie Ida Pohe, and of course down the bottom, of course, was Auntie Hine Hema, or Hine Wado. Well, we knew her as Hine Tausa, but Hine, Tom's mum. And then, of course, at the back was Mangu, our Auntie Mangu. She was Uncle Tausa's sister, Mangu. She was at the back, and of course, Auntie Rohina later on. And naturally Auntie Jenny Kereru, and of course Mama, and later on Liz Sean's wahine. Kia ora koe Liz from Te Waiponam. And then going along, well, we had Auntie Celia, Auntie Lucy, and Auntie Sparrow. You know, and of course Auntie Rangi Waihaki up the lane, and Auntie Hemaima Tangiora, Emma Terry, all our aunties up there, and they were associated with Tuahuru Marae, and those were our stalwart wahine back in the day for Tuahuru Marae. You know, then we go to Reo Orman, and of course Auntie Gwen Waido. You know, her at Kayuku and her daughter, of course. Oh, wow, fancy forgetting their names. Arohamai. Her daughter were there, were the staunch people held up Kayuku Marae. Of course, like I said, real. And later on, you know, you had all the Orman and whānau, really, or Auntie Lillian Orman was down to Tuahuru, but you had those ladies. And of course, you go to Mokotahi and you had Kani Waido, and of course you had Uncle Wilmore Wilson's wahine. Look, I'm aroha mai here, you're forgetting the name of your mum, and I had a lot to do with them back in the day. And of course there was the old lady McGregor that lived around by thing, and Lila, of course, Lila Nugent, and yeah, and in the big house, well, yeah, you had Doi and them, and you know, they were associated with Kayuku, and you had Mesa. I used to call her Mesa Boo Boo, but Mesa was really good with, they were associated with Kayuku. And of course, you go around the back road, well, you had Auntie Sophie Huda in them, well, you know, the Keels, but Auntie Sophie. And of course, you had Auntie Bessie's family, all of her girls, Valletta, Wendy, Judy, Kamoku, and of course Alice, And yeah, and those were their wahine that were associated with the Rakato Marae, and of course you had Betty Blake there, and then further down was only Margaret Taumata. Now it was her that had the building bought there, so no, that was wahine there. And of course you had to Mahanga, you had Auntie Wattles, Larere, and Nanny Lapua, and of course Ora. Ora was Thing's wife, Moore's wife, Ora Larere, and then, and now Uncle Bunny Taylor's wahine, of course, Rongo Mai Wahine, or his mother, Rongo Mai Wahine. They all had things to do with Mahanga Marae, and if there were others, and of course the Bell's mum, the mum to the Bells, and of course later on the daughters. So yes, and then we head over to Ruafaro. Wow, over there you had Auntie Edie Whanga. Wow, she was a stalwart there at Ruafaro. And down the road there, because you had, even Auntie Wattles and them were there, but Jerry Wintunder's wahine. They were there. And of course, Auntie, what's her name? Nanny Smith. She was a Smith. Uncle Tom Happy, Mara Happy. Nanny Mara Happy, she was there at Raparo. And of course, Winnie Kereru, and of course, Stefano, where Arthur brought up Arthur. His mum, stepmum, so, and if I forgot anybody, happy Mother's Day to all those ladies. Wow, they all congregated in with the Atua now. But no, to all in Mai Wahine, all the wahine. You're mana wahine to me, and I'm sure you're mana wahine to your iwi. No reira tēnā koutou. Have a beautiful day.